Hello, I'm Keith Ford and welcome to another edition of From the Vault. And today I have my Mauser HSc and my Mauser 1914. Now around 1934 to 1936, Mauser was wanting to get away from the old 1914, 1934 style handgun that they have. It was chambered in 32 ACP. And looking at this right here, this is a 1914, very early production, 1914. In fact, these were striker-fired guns. And whenever Walther came out with their PP and PPKs, they were hammer-fired guns. So Mauser was kind of looking like the old game in town. So they were wanting to do something different and come into the new age with their guns and stuff, keep up with Walther. So what they ended up developing was the Mauser HSc. The H is for hammer. S, I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce that, self-loading or self-cocking. And C is third model. This was the third model of Mauser guns to have a hammer on it. The first was the C96. So where the HSc, you can see quite a bit of difference here. That's a pretty big gap generation-wise between the old Mauser and the new Mauser HSc. See, there was the striker back here. This has a hammer on it. Quite a bit different styling. This is very 1930s Germany, kind of an Art Deco look to it. It's just, like I said, just a big jump from the old Mauser striker fire guns. And Mauser was really looking at doing commercial production, police, not really military contract stuff. But in 1939, whenever these came out, for it to go into production, it had to be a military adopted gun. So they were kind of stuck there for a little bit. And then whenever the war really kicked off, the Navy, the Army, Luftwaffe were needing more handguns and stuff. So they actually adopted the HSc. Now the earliest models of the HSc were adopted by the Kriegsmarine. It were the low grip screw models. If you ever see one, you'll notice it because the grip screw's located down here instead of up here. That didn't last very long, and then they moved the grip screw up here. Now this one is a later HSc. If you can see by the 3 bars underneath here, that designates a later production, but it wasn't so late that it was Parkerized or phosphate finish. It still has a blued finish, but not quite the nice finish as the early guns. Now, production of the HSc ran from 1939 to the end of the war in 1945, and then for a couple of years under French occupation at Mauser. And then around 1968, they brought the HSc back, Mauser did, and it was chambered in 380. You see some 32s, but not a whole lot. Most of them were 380s, and there was also a run done for inner arms, which was the 1 of 500. They had a little vinyl box. It had an American Eagle on it. Neat little guns, but they just don't have the mystique of the wartime production guns. Now let's take a quick look at the takedown of the HSc. That's a little different, so there's a couple of things that you have to remember. First off, let's drop this mag out. Make sure that it's not loaded. Nothing there. Now to drop the slide, you have to put your mag back in. Now then, with your hammer cocked, safe roll down, pull this little tab down right here with your thumbnail, push the slide forward, and that's the basic simple takedown. We won't jump into taking the barrel out because it's really not necessary for the video. But pretty simple layout. And then to reassemble, drop your slide back down. And there you go. Now, another thing that's cool about the HSc is that this gutter that's cut all the way down the top of the slide. Kind of a little channel for your sights right there. But that's pretty much about it on Mauser HSc. Now, what's your experience with these guns? They're kind of neat, kind of odd looking, but they really handle real good. Be sure and drop us a line, and while you're at it, smash that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and be sure to tune in again whenever we bring another gun from the vault.